Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Spiritual Productions TV. My name is Ashley Robinson.
And I'm Ivan Lee. Good evening, everybody. Hello, world.
It's fantastic to be here online, working from home and working from Spirit, communicating and engaging with you all. We're looking forward to doing our demonstration of mediumship with you over the next approximately 90 minutes. The idea behind what we're going to attempt tonight by way of experiment is we're going to have a demonstration of clairvoyance from Ivan Lee, who's going to go first shortly in a couple of minutes, followed by myself. And then after about an hour, the both of us are going to work together as a bit of an experiment, and we're going to try and get the same communicator for you, but different bits of evidence and a different flavour of that communicator and that personality of our friend or family after that change we call death. Towards the end of the evening, probably the last 10-15 minutes, there'll be opportunity to ask us some questions. Now, we're not DJs, so we can't take requests. You can't suddenly ask us to bring in your nan or your second cousin twice removed, but you will have an opportunity to maybe ask us something spiritual or spiritualist, and we'll give you our opinion on what that may be. A couple of sort of housekeeping rules for you. So the way that this is working tonight is that Ivan and I have called into the Spiritual Productions studio, and what we can see is what you're seeing on the screen. We won't see any of your comments. So your comments, if you're looking to engage with us for a message, need to happen in a number of ways. First thing is, if you're watching this as part of a watch party, welcome, but please know that any of your comments inside of Facebook watch party will only be seen by the people inside the watch party. What you need to do is follow the main link to Spiritual Productions TV on Facebook or YouTube and use the main comment section to engage with the studio. And then what Richard will do, will whisper into our ear hole and let us know that somebody is looking to engage with us or accept a message. Facebook has approximately 10-second delay. So if I was to say something, 10 seconds later, you're going to hear it, then you're going to think about it, then you're going to type on the keyboard, then Richard's got to hear it in the studio and put it back on the screen, or he's going to say something in a earpiece. So do bear with us, try and give us that time. If you're on YouTube, there's about a 2-minute delay. So again, if you're watching on YouTube and you see something you're looking to engage, do use the comment section, but know that we in the studio might not hear that for about 2 minutes. I'm using an iPhone at home tonight. I'm going to try and keep up to date with the comments and listening things. At the moment, all I can see is myself talking, so I can't even see what you can see on the main screen. But what we'll try and do is engage with people, have a few hellos as well. Richard's going to try and change the view that I can see. He said, I'm in the right view. The other thing I should say is that the clairvoyance, what we'll be looking to do is to give you evidence of if your friend, of your loved one, of your family, and what we need you to do is to tell us if that's a yes, and then tell us what it is you're saying yes to. So, for example, when I'm making this up, if I said I've got a bloke here calling to, claiming to be John Smith, and you understand John Smith, then in the comment section, please say, yes, I understand John Smith. Try not to feed us any information. Don't give us any information. Please don't go on the comment section and say you're looking to speak to a particular person. Wait for us to get that evidence from the communicator and then tell us if that's a yes and that makes sense. Once we've established who our communicator is with, please try and free up the comment section for them to engage with the studio. And we'll be looking for a couple of confirmations and verification that the information is coming through. And it'd be really nice to be able to hear that back. The other thing we'll try and do is, as people join us, please do share this link. I say, rather than hosting a watch party, just share the link and ask people to tune in and join us. Okay. The other thing is we're both on an open mic, so at the moment you can see both of us. At times you might only see Ivan. Hopefully we won't do any strange noises in the background to put you off.
Like the one I just did.
What we will be looking to do, it's interesting for us to see where you're watching us from today. So in the comment section and saying ho, do let us know perhaps where you're where you're watching us. I don't need specific information like the toilet, but something like, which part of the world you're from, and whether or not this is your first time. That's always quite interesting to know. Both Ivan Lee and I are on Facebook with our own Facebook pages. You'll see the links at the bottom of your screens. And we're both from a church down in South London, Wimbledon Spiritualist Church. Ivan's the vice president there. So do follow our Facebook page, Wimbledon Spiritualist Church, or our communications and engagement arm, which is Life After Death events. You've got Ivan Lee Medium there as Ivan's main page. So that's pretty much it in terms of the logistics. We'll do a couple of hellos now, and then we'll get on to some mediumship with Ivan. Okay. Okay, I was going to do a couple of names. There's 120 of you, I think, that have said hello.
Oh, hello.
Good evening to all of you. Good evening to Karen and all the others that have tuned in and watching. As Petra, I know Petra from Wimbledon Church as well. Hello and good evening to you, Melissa Skip. Hi. I know we've got a few friends from America. Julie Caswell. Thank you. Good evening to you, Julie. And Shelley Mayers, good evening to you. Welcome. Naomi, hello, Naomi. Welcome. And thank you for joining us this evening. And Demi Amber Sadler, hello, everybody. So we'll bring up a few more of these comments on the screen. If you don't see a comment, don't worry. It's only because there's been about 100 hellos already. Fraser, welcome to you. Friends, I'm now going to bring the evening to more of a formal start. I think you're going to be in for a spiritual treat. It's a great pleasure to introduce my friend and mentor, the unique Mr. Ivan Lee.
Thank you. Thanks, Ashley. Good evening, everybody, and hello. Okay, for some of you who have seen me work, if there is some out there, I'm going to try and work slightly slower because of the time differences and everything. So if you feel the message is for you, just put the comment on there. I usually, 9 times out of 10, there might be 2 different communicators I'll have going on. So you'll have to bear with it. And if you could just say, yes, like Ashley's example, John Smith. Yes, that's John Smith. I know him. Don't tell me who they are, as in, oh, that's my dad, or that's my brother, or etc. Just yes, will do. Lovely at the moment. Is that right? Is that better? Can you all see my head now? Has it grown anymore? Anyway, right. Okay, thank you. And I hope you've had a lovely day. First of all, I've got a gentleman coming in with me at the moment. And do you know what? The weirdest thing is he made me feel like I want to go over there. So I'm sort of going towards sort of southwest London area. And as this gentleman connects in, I've got real breathing difficulties. I'm not a recent passing. I'm a dad. I don't know if it's James or Jim, but I want that sort of J connection. And I do feel like it's either like, I feel like the esophagus is connecting in. Slow down, pal. I got like fluid, and it feels like a cancer condition that I'm connecting in with. I'm not sure if I want to connect to a James Jim, or this gentleman's a James Jim. I don't really want a father. He's definitely dad. And he keeps showing me a little pendant type thing. Okay, right. I'm actually around, I don't live in Wimbledon, but I'm actually around, I do feel I'm around the Wimbledon area. Oh, blimey. And, is there a Peter as well that connects with someone who's passed? I feel like there's a Pete, or it might be Pat, but I want male Pat. And it does feel like, it could be emphysema, it's a cancer condition, it's all around here, and I feel like, I actually feel bile coming up on me. My esophagus. Does that make sense to anyone yet out there, Richard? Oh, hello. Right. Right. Okay. Right. Was it a cancer condition? Well, it's here. Right. Let me sort this out. I've got something Now, the gentleman I've got, he's not a pushy man. He's got quite a nice, gentle sense of humour about him, almost very dry, but not pushy. He's not loud. He's sort of, I'm not saying he would stay in the background all the time, because we all have our moments. Right, thank you. I can see that. Cheers. Thanks, Petra Peter Petra. Peter Pepple. He does have that really quite, does a sense of humour make sense? He's not a pushy man. Right, there's a delay. Is there Wimbledon connections, though, around that area? Because I need to go around that area. And he keeps showing me a little... I like him, actually. He's quite a nice bloke. Now, I don't know why he's making reference to two, Petra. I don't know if that's to do with you and a sibling, but I feel like I've got two pregnancies. I don't want to get too personal. Two pregnancies within the family, or two pregnancies that never went full term, that are on heaven's side, as it were, but not necessarily to do with you. But he's talking about two. Although there's two, as in pregnancies that did not go full term. Emphysema, brilliant. Right, that I don't mean brilliant. He had emphysema, Petra. I mean brilliant. It makes sense. But I do feel this bile coming up as well. And with the, hang on, love. With the gentleman, Peter, thank you. He's also making Wimbledon. That's the bloody football team. Excuse me. Right now, he keeps showing me little. I'm talking about before Wimbledon moved to. Good job I know about football. Where'd they move to? Milton Keynes. It's when they was originally at Plough Lane. And he keeps showing me little, I don't know if it's like a pendant or a badge with the club crest in. Would that make sense? Okay, fine. It all makes sense. Good. I've got to get this badge thing out of the way, as though somebody had placed it with him. I'm talking about, I call it the Chapel of Rest. I want it either placed with him. I'm sure it's the Wimbledon crest. Should have supported the proper. Right. Does I don't know if it's the badge thing or that makes sense. Right. Good. Because he's quite proud of Wimbledon. Bless, not his fault. But all right, mate. He can be quite a funny guy, actually, but he's got a very gentle sort of humour about him. Now, I've also got, there's you and your brother, you've got the two babies didn't touch the earth plane. I've also got to go forward and make reference to, interesting. I don't know if there's a property issue or something's going on with a property at the moment with someone. I might be moving off you, actually, because I do feel like I've got either, there's a hold on a property, but I've got a woman coming in here as well. So I'm not sure if I'm moving slightly to another communicator. Dementia. Oh, all right then, love. Right. I don't know if it's to do with you, Petra. I know it should. Okay, got it. Right. As your father's talking to me, I've got it, mate. He's making reference, and he is a friendly man, actually, but he is making reference. Do you know what? It's quite weird this time thing, and I'm going to share this with everybody because I just mentioned property, and she's just I put one in his coffin. That's one big coffin, but that's my sick. He's got quite gallows humour, your father, but as long as that makes sense with the Wimbledon crest. But there's something about the property. But I've got a lady with me as well. I don't feel she's to do with you, Petra, because this lady would have had a dementia condition, and I would have. Various different health issues took over the dementia, but she's coming in. She's about 5'2", 5'1", practically nothing. Let me get back to Pete and I'll sort this. I've actually got. I want Maureen, but I don't think Maureen's to do with you. So if Maureen connects with another person, then just give Richard a nudge because I want to finish off with Peter here. Now, obviously, Petra. Okay, Pete, you're not moving at the moment because nothing's happening, but your father was making reference to there was nothing definite in place, but he's thinking about a possible move. And he's talking about that it could continue if you want afterwards, okay? But you know your father's around. He's quite an uplifting. I like him. He's quite a nice man, but he wants to say hello. I don't know if you're married. He's talking about marriage. Did you get married after he passed? Because I'm going back a few years with your father's passing. I'm not sure. Sorry? Yeah, no, I didn't think Maureen was yours. Yeah, I thought Maureen was someone else. Okay. And she's getting quite impatient while I'm here, by the way. Okay. But and your dad is not impatient. He's quite polite, actually. I quite like him. But he just wanted to send his, especially these difficult times we're going through. Okay. Right. But he does send his love. Petra, do you connect with anyone who passed with like an aneurysm or a stroke? For a lady, very, very quickly as well. And it's Peter who's brought this lady in. And I do feel like I've either had a stroke or some sort of aneurysm. It all happened quite quickly. Oh, no, I'm not sure. The Maureen, I thought sure it's Maureen. It might be Mari or Marion. That I've got it, love. That would have had a dementia condition before she passed. I need that to connect with someone else. I know that's not Petra's, okay, but I need to connect her with someone else. And if no, got it. That's it for Petra. That's it. Dad sends his love. He's fine. You know he's fine. He's all right. Now, this Maureen I got coming is getting quite impatient. I'm not sure if it's like within a year to 2 years passing. It's not that far along, not that far back. And she is quite a feisty lady. I might have the dementia wrong. She might be just a bit mad. I don't mean mad as in clinically insane. It's like she's got that quite nice vibe going on with her. And I do feel like, I keep getting mum. So I need to connect to Maureen, and I'm also going around the coastal area, south coast, that way. So I want sort of between Bognor and Brighton, that sort of, could be Littlehampton, around that sort of area. All right, and I've got Donna. Okay, yeah, hang on a minute. All right then. Right, with the Maureen, she's quite short, 5 foot or 5 foot nothing. And I've got 2 to 3, but if it's 2 to 3, hang on, love. If it's 2 to 3 weeks ago she would have passed, I don't mind that, because you kept getting me like, would I actually say that again, love? She's talking far too fast. Slow down, because she's talking about a week. I thought 1 to 2. I thought it was years. Right, that's a week to 2 weeks. I got that. Right. Did she have a dementia condition though? Because I've got to get this out of the way to make sure it's the correct communicator. Portsmouth. Right, that's south. That's sort of that way. Okay, right. But I need to get this dementia condition sort of. I'm sure it's dementia, and I know I'm not saying it was a virus, but I feel like my body is shutting down with her towards the end. Okay, right. Is that Donna? Is it? I can see. Right, Donna. Hi, Donna. Well, I know it's a very recent passing, and she is here, and I'm not sure if she's in a care home or being looked after, but she before these frustrating health. I've got it, love. These frustrating health conditions for her. All right, mate. Before they really sort of took their toll. She was quite a lively, bit of a, I'm going to say mad cow, but I mean that in a very nice sort of fun way, as in she was very life and soul, and she'd be quite a tease and a little bit flirty, but more bubbly is the word. Would you remember Aunt Marion, get Robin Hood next. Do you remember it being like that, Donna, as well? Because, and she does have quite a cheeky, sort of, yeah, I've got it, love, very cheeky sense of humour. I mean, she can stay tonight. We're going to have a drink later on out in the street and have a sing-along. But I do feel like she'd be quite cheeky and very good company, Donna. Now, what do you want to... Right, that'll do. Right, okay. Now, but I need the personality to get right, because before all these sort of started kicking in. And Donna, I've got a gentleman who's coming in as well, and I do feel like he belongs to you. He's talking about passing with a heart problem very quickly, very out of the blue. I'm not sure if I do want a father figure, but I'm not sure it's something to do with you or a father-in-law, but he makes me feel like a father figure, and he would have had heart problems. Would that make sense to you, Donna? I hope it's the same one. Yeah. Right, okay. All right then. Okay, probably not typing properly because you've had a few vinos. Is it 1 o'clock yet? Now, okay. I've got, all right, that'll do. Right, that's for you. And I know we're going through difficult times, and everyone in the world is talking of, sending love and healing and everything. But she's actually talking about, a bit like with Ashley was talking earlier, with nothing to do with you lot, and I won't repeat it, but she's talking about you, Donna, as though that there's slight benefits with you with this lockdown, as though there's a closeness going on, or there's more of a sort of, oh, hello, like a healing vibe going on with you indoors during this lockdown, as though you sort of, there's a very calm feeling with you and a calm situation that sort of, because whereas before lockdown, life was all moving forward very fast, whack, 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 everything was going on, but at the moment, it's sort of, you've been able to take stock. Thank you, darling. Thank you, Marion. It's like you've been able to take stock and sort of nice, calming vibe with you. I hope that makes sense. I forgot who I was talking to. Donna? Right. Hang on a minute. Right. Your husband, was that the one with the heart problem, who passed very quickly with the heart? Right. She's put yes, husband, but I'm not sure if that was a proposal or it was a husband. Okay. Yeah. Okay, no worries. Well, let me get more from this gentleman, because he comes and he's talking about passing very quickly. I am going back a little bit, but it's like, when I say a little bit, I don't know if it's 3 to 4 years with him, and it would have come out the blue. And I don't know if he was one who was quite chilled out and quite laid back, because he's sort of in the background, as though he's very sort of, he's not a pushy man either. And it's Marion's quite pushy in her day. And that's bunny rabbits. Okay, in her day. But I do feel like this gentleman's more sort of laid back and chilled out, and it's almost like, I know it's a difficult time. Is there 2 rings that connects with, I don't know if it's to do with the husband, or because he keeps showing me a wedding ring. Okay, I'm not sure if the wedding ring was made into 2 different things, or it was cut. There's something about a wedding ring. I'm getting the comments. Yeah, that was the passing. Yeah, that was like, I went 3 to 4, but I don't, well, 2 to 3, but it was 3 years, and also happened out the blue. And I don't know if, I know, did you really? Does Ray connect with you as well, Donna? Because I don't know if I've got another one coming in, but I've got a gentleman, Raymond, Ray. Ooh. Ray might be someone else, actually. Right. Are they wedding bands, yes? That'd do. Right, because it was like the 2, and it's like the wedding bands, but they both send their love. They're fine. Short message for it. I hope you understood that bit about the lockdown being quite a bit of a healing process for you as well, as though you're getting your I nearly swore then, getting your stuff together. Okay, so that's for you, Donna. I've got to get, thank you. Right, I've got another one here now. Right, okay. Whatever way you want to roll, Richard. Ray, okay. Hang on, Hayley. Let's get more information, because did Ray have? Oh, okay. I've got a gentleman right now. I'm not sure if the Ray's gone back. I've got I'm low with the cancer. I'm very low. I'm sort of, I don't know if it's around this sort of stomach area. You can't see me, so I don't know why I'm doing that. Okay. It's like bowel or lower cancer, and it's sort of dragging on a little bit as though it was backwards and forwards with treatment, and it's with a gentleman. I don't think I think the Ray's to one side. I don't mind if it does connect, but I've got two R's. I've got a Ray, and I've also got Ron. So I need to connect. Thank you. I need to connect the two together, the two names. Okay, might be separate parts of the family, but I do have and it's like a low sort of form of cancer, bowel cancer, and it would have dragged on as though I got it, mate. As though I really went through the mill. Okay. I really went sort of through the mill, and in the end, it was a relief. I do feel like it's Ron. And I do feel very sick, as though... All right, is that... Which bit can you take, Sarah? That really don't sound good, does it, Ashley? Okay, hang on a minute. Right, now, okay. Let me sort this. Is it the Ray that you can connect or the Ron? I do feel like I want the two together in the same sort of message, if you like, but I've got to get this bowel cancer sorted out as well, or low cancer. I don't know if it's low, and it's like, okay. And it would have dragged on, and in the end, it was quite a relief. And I've also got a young lad in the... Anything? Right. Is there a Ray connection with her as well, though? Right. Hang on. Let's stick with you, Deborah. I know you said family friend, but if I've got the right connection, I'll just carry on. Because was Ron quite a friendly, easygoing man? Bit of life inside apart, a bit more than easygoing actually, because it'd be a bit pushy and funny, and as though if everyone's having a do, that they'd invite him round bone cancer. That sounds more Alison. That sounds more. I think so. I do think so, because I did feel like just Ray. I've got to find this Ray out because it's. Ray, Ron. I don't mean they're related, but I want to connect it with the same family group, and I can't change that. Right, no. Let me stick with these two. Kim. Hang on a minute. Keith. Kim. Yeah. Alison. So let's stick with you. Hi, Alison. Let me just stick with you for a minute. Is it the Ron with the family friend? Yeah. Calm down, people. Okay. We got all night. Right. Because with the Ron, I did feel like it was not a family member. That's why I felt very comfortable with him. Okay. Don't worry. I just got to let me crack on, get the message out of the way, then I can move forward. So I've got another two connecting in. Okay. Right. Alison with the bone cancer. Let me take two here. Right. Because it's like, I know it was dragging on a bit. He did. There must have been real problems when he was having treatment with like I don't know if it's the bile or the digestion system. Couldn't eat properly, and it was such a relief to have passed in the end. And also, if I am with Alison, I also need a strong healing connection with Alison. I don't know if it's within work or spiritual healing, but I need that sort of two to go together with this person. And there's also a okay, mate, I got it, a strong March connection, like March, something, I don't know if it's important birthday, anniversary to do with March. Right, that'll do me then, Sharon. But is there a Ray as well? I will get this bugger sorted, I'm telling you. Right, fine, right. And that was, and the sickness as well. I need that sickness as well with Ron, and the digestion, and Sharon, and also the March birthday or anniversary for March. And there's also, No, that's a no then. No, it's the March thing's a thing, because it's like, the Ray might be hers, actually. Cheers, mate, because as soon as that popped up, he popped in. So did Ray pass with, I don't know if I've got heart problems or breathing issues, but I can't get the breathing right. So there's a couple of different health issues with him before I would have passed if she connects with Ray. That's the Ray, gentlemen. The Ron's definitely the cancer, the bone cancer. It's definitely because I'm everywhere with him. But with Alison, Ron just wanted to say, hello, I'm fine, thank you. And it was such a relief to have passed. And he's quite a chirpy chappy. Wedding anniversary is March, good. I did feel like I was with Alison, with the Ron fella. The Ray fella, if you can get back with it's a lung condition, heart, probably angina, but I would have had heart issues for a, that'll do, that makes lots of sense. Okay, thank you, Alison. Now, no real mess. All right, mate, I got it. There's no actual message here, but I do have this spiritual healing connection that Ron wants to bring forward for you, because he's laughing a little bit about what we're doing as though it's not his cup of tea, but obviously it is yours. And I don't know if it's like the sleep pattern's been disturbed with you at the moment, but it keeps, I don't know, it's 3:30, 3:45. I keep waking up and sort of not quite getting comfortable in bed. Okay. And he is yeah, all right, Ron. He is a cheeky man. Because it's like you do, Alison, sense. Thank you. You do sense spirit around you, and it's like they're there. But Ron, I don't know why he said that. Ron just said, Alison, I wanted to pop in for a change, as though you might not have heard from him often from that side of life, but he wants to just come in. There's a lot of niceness with him, actually. I mean, he had his moments. He could be a bit of a bugger when he was on the earth plane. But he wants to send his love. He's fine. That's basically all that. Got it, mate. That's for that one. That's for you. Right. No problem, Alison. Absolutely. It's my job. Okay, now, Ray, I've got to sort this bugger out now. Okay, because it's like every night. Stop it, Alison. Okay. Okay, mate. The gentleman I got with me now, I'm going to try and slow this down because he's a London boy, and I want South London, probably round. I'm sort of feel like I'm in a Stockwell, could even be Elephant and Castle area, that sort of part of London. And as he connects in, I'm sure it's Ray. If I've got it, if it's a Roy or a Rod, I don't mind slightly, but he keeps, and it is like a heart issue. But I would have had heart issues before I passed with the heart problem. Because he makes me feel like I'm very breathless, as though I've got the angina going on, and got quite a thing. And I definitely want that sort of part of London. And I've also got, I don't know if there's a Sue out there or a Sandra, but I want that sort of S name. But I want a living Sue, Sandra. Unless it's Sharon, I don't mind. It's like this shirt he keeps trying to give me. And the bloke I got, okay, it's definitely heart problems and around the lung area, and it could even be COPD, but it feels like, thanks mate, it does feel like angina, as I've got quite breathless, and in the end it's sort of just, okay mate, as he says it, because he's a proper London boy, this fella, it's like my ticket just packed up, just went, and nice stuff, man. Right. That weren't the Sharon earlier, was it? It's a different Sharon, isn't it? Good. Right. Hi, Sharon. You're the I said Sharon. Damn. Right. Okay. Right. And it's all right, everybody. I've got Ashley on the side of my screen. He keeps turning around, up and down. He's doing my head in. Pack it in. We're professionals. Says
daily exercise.
Says he laughing with a pair of shorts on. Anyway. Okay. Yeah, right. Sharon. All right, right. Did you know Ray as well? But I got this like chest issues. I'm sure it's heart and angina. And he was quite a lively fella. He was a bit of a, nice man. Not nasty or anything. My light's going to go. And excuse me a minute. I'm going to get up. It's all right. I've got to put a light on. That's helped, doesn't it? See, professional until the end. Right. Now, Sharon, with this Ray gentleman, wants to come in, says hello to you, and he keeps talking about two. I don't know if it's you that's got the 2 children, but he keeps talking about two. And he's also talking about, don't panic, 'cause I know we're in baby boom, but he's also talking about a pregnancy or possibility of a pregnancy either around now or coming up. Would that make sense, Sharon? Right. I know it's a Sharon, so bear with. Is there a pregnancy in the family? I mean, I know we're allegedly going to be in a baby boom time. Ashley, be careful. But because he keeps talking about pregnancy coming up, or someone's trying for. There's something to do with a pregnancy, and that's the quite important message he wants to get across here. And I do feel like I do need to be with. I feel like with the other. I'm sorry, Sharon. Sharon T. Yeah. That'll do. Which one? Which Sharon's that? This one or the other one? Sharon J. Sharon Louise. Yeah, okay. I did think I was with you because he feels quite comfortable talking to you. And where does Ivy connect as well? If I'm still with you, because I've got a lady come in. I do no. No, it's not. I've got an Eileen, but I do. No, I want this. No, it's this one. This. Sorry, you have a Sharon, but you can take the message as well. But you cannot take Ray because this is to do with this communicator. It's to do with her. But the message might be generic, might be for the pair of you. But there's also something about. It's about children, and also, and I don't know if there's been a recent another. Oh, really? I don't know if there's been a recent passing. I do want a recent passing, not a child, beg your pardon, but I do need a recent passing within this year to connect with one of you two. It might be with a different one, and it's a passing of a gentleman, unless that's a completely different thing to do with an Eileen. I know Eileen's not a man's name, but I got something to do with an Eileen. Oh, I know Ivy Davis. I think I knew Ray. I know, actually. Is that you, mate? Yeah. You like a drop of brandy? Oh, no, don't worry. Anyway, that's for you. Let me now decide. I've got an Eileen coming forward. Right. Quite a bubbly lady. Quite nice, sort of sprightly. I do feel like the passing would have been quick, but I do feel like, again, it's a cancer condition. Now, I don't know where I want to go. I don't know if there's a Catherine, a Katie, or a Kim. It's a sounding name. It's like... Actually, it's more like Karen or Carol. Anyone? Right. Does any of them connect with like an Eileen? If it's not Eileen, it might be Irene, Reenie. I've got that. Cheers. Oh yeah. That's Heather. I have to connect with a Karen or a Carol as well. I don't mind, but I feel like living still. Ah, Kerry. That'll do. I knew it wasn't. I knew I wasn't getting the K quite right. Was it Eileen? Did you say, Richard? Sorry. Yeah. Right. Now, sorry. Did Eileen? Yeah. Did Eileen have different health issues before she passed? And I don't know whether it's her with the cancer condition because she keeps making reference to someone. Okay, who would have passed who had a cancer condition. So I don't know if I want to connect the two separate people, but I've also got that to do with her. I've got to make this short because Ashley's starting to yawn. I've got to get him on in a minute. I saw you. Right, Kerry. Did she have different eye health issues as well? But I need a gentleman who passed with cancer that connects with your family and with her. Right, that'll do me. Right, and that's a Kerry, isn't it, Richard? Yes? Yeah. Well, she's more than right. She's quite a bouncy, bubbly lady, actually. And she's quite, she's not slim. She's cuddly, okay, as she comes in. I know she lost weight towards the end, but she's back to a sort of normal self, if you like. And she wants to make reference to you, Kerry. I don't know if there's been if you've got a partner, but she's talking about a little ding-dong that's been going on with, I'm sure it's a gentleman, nothing major, as though someone's been I can't say that word, someone's been giving you the ump a little bit. And your nanny Irene's quite feisty, because she wouldn't have had any of this. She would have steamed in and sort of sorted it out, but she's telling me to tell you, thank you, Kerry, be a little bit more calmer, as it were, instead of, because you do tend to fly off the handle sometimes, Kerry. Sorry about that. I'm just repeating what your nan said. And it's like, just be a little bit calmer, and just sort of, I know that old saying, count to 10, but it's just like that, and be a little bit more, calm down. So nearly swore then. Someone's giving you the and it's a fella, not going to go into any more detail, and it's almost like, I like your Irish, I've got it left. Your grandmother keeps saying, I'd bang their bloody heads together and sort them out. Okay? She does send her love. She's fine. Short, sharp and sweet. Thank you. That's me done then. Richard? Went over a bit. Sorry about that. Okay, thank you very much, everybody. And please welcome my very good friend, Ashley Robinson.
Hello, folks, and Ivan, fantastic demonstration in clairvoyance, some brilliant evidence of life after death. And good evening to you all. Good evening to Laura. She pops up there. Hi. That's exactly what I'm going to try and do now. I'm going to try and give you some evidence of life after death, or life after that change we call death. I'm very much a believer that that place I call heaven, the spirit world, is pretty much a place of pure energy, pure thought. And I'll be asking our friends and family to tell me about themselves, because I believe it's their personality, their soul, their spirit that continues to live. And I'll be asking them to give me evidence of that personality, evidence of themselves, and then a message that is appropriate to you. So our first, Ivan's taken a picture. It's funny, I can see both videos.
They can't see me.
I can see
they can't see me, Richard, can they?
I think they can see you now.
Oh, hi, everybody. Someone just asked me what you're doing, so I showed them.
It's a brilliant experiment, this stuff on Facebook, and you can see that we try and do as professional job as possible with the technology, but we're still very much getting to used to it. So I think I missed some of those comments there, as I still see Ivan. That's right. Hi, Linda, and a few others. I think someone said hello, bro. Hello, bro. And Pauline Barrett, good evening to you. Okay. Hello, Julie Caswell. Well done, Ivan.
Thank you, Julie.
Let me move this up. There we go. Is that a bit better? Okay. So Richard is whispering in my ears. Just going to ask me to do a couple of quick announcements. Tomorrow night, Saturday the 9th from 8 o'clock, we've got Deb Clark, demonstration of mediumship on the Spiritual Productions TV. And our divine service, my parents, Reverend Ray and Jackie Robinson, our church family down in Wimbledon, will be going live from their home and conducting our divine service. It's a beautiful service, a little bit of an introduction and an address, some thoughts or some readings, and some mediumship. I'm doing the address Sunday morning. I've just reminded my guide, so I'll be back on Sunday morning doing the divine service. And we look forward to hearing you or seeing you then. That's 11 o'clock Sunday morning. Hi from South Africa, David Jacobs.
Sorry, it's me. Sorry. Get
So
off.
I mean, Ivan's watching us live on Facebook now as well.
Professional to the end.
Yeah, your mic's still live as well. Hi Kim, lots of love from Essex. Hello there, Demi. Okay, so let's bring my first couple of communicators through. And Rich, you'll have to remind me if we've got any of the patrons in tonight. I can always experiment with a couple of colour readings later. Okay, so my first communicator is a lady. This lady, as she communicates with me, talks about being mother. Okay, she shows herself with very light, I would describe blonde, very light blonde hair. This lady is mum. I'm looking for someone here who would understand this woman as a mother. She's given the letter J. J for Juliet. J is the letter there that I'm getting as symbolic with her. This lady passed with heart. I've got heart problems with her. She's taken me towards the left-hand side of her chest. I feel like I've had a heart failure. I've had heart fibrillation. My heart has gone into fibrillation. Strange way of describing it. So I'm looking for you'd understand this lady. She is family. She is mother. She's passed with a heart condition. The letter J is symbolic to her. She's showing me a map of the UK and she's drawing a circle around Sussex. And I want sort of North Sussex as opposed to South Sussex, too close to the sea. But Sussex is important to her as well. Okay, so Daisy, you understand. There's a few people who understand that. Right, let's get some more specific information. So when you're saying yes, if you can, I'm looking for people that are better to say yes to everything. Should be saying yes to understanding a woman, a mother in spirits, yes to understanding Sussex, yes to understanding the letter J, yes to understanding the heart condition. Hi there, Ona. I've got an Mike sounding noise. This lady's name, is it Maureen or Maggie? That's also quite important to her. September, the anniversary month of September. Raquel, good evening and hello to you. Okay, so looking for someone to understand this woman then. Mother, spirit world, heart-related conditions, links to Sussex. The letter J, quite important. And we've got the letter M as well. It's a Maureen or a Maggie sounding name, J. Okay, I'm being told there is someone that can take all this. Lauren Owen. Good evening to you, Lauren. By taking all of that, I'm assuming if you've just posted that you'll quite literally be taking all of that then. Yes, family, your family. This woman would be very strong family to you. So I'm looking for you to establish that. I feel like I've got a motherly link with her. She is a mother, but I feel like I've got a strong link to you in the same way I would her mother, daughter, and know her. Okay, your family. Lauren, I'm with you. Yeah, I know her. Okay, so you understand this lady. Lauren, as I link in with you and communicate with you, then I've got this lovely lady. She's got a very bubbly personality. She reminds me, if I were to sort of stereotype, almost like a cookie jar sort of look to her, with this lovely sort of blonde hair, but she's got a beautiful face, a face, she says, of wisdom, a face of wisdom, many stories and many tales to tell. But she's someone that's sort of almost proud of almost like a wisdom lines, or the lines and creases in her face. Beautiful, very warm, magnetic personality. Thank you for confirmation there. So this was your great aunt, but you understand this lady is a motherly figure because she certainly comes in with that strong link. Because I was very fond of you, Lauren. You were like a daughter to me, and I feel like you treated me like a mother. We had some great friendships, with some great conversations. She's talking about the heart failure, and she's talking about this being sort of a catastrophe, end of life, bong, bang. She's saying, and for her it was an absolute stop. it felt like there was no real time to fight against this. She's talking about the fact that her life was an upwards sort of rising trajectory. And she's talking about the fact that her bubbly personality continued almost until the end, because she's saying to me, this was like a major catastrophe. There was almost nothing that could be done. Although I feel like I've got people trying to do something for me. I feel I've got an element of people keeping me here, keeping me on this earth. I feel like I had one foot here and one foot in heaven. She talks about that limbo, and she talks about that almost being significant for people to say goodbye to her, people knowing about her dying and then finding out about her death. Lauren, as she links with you and she gives me this warm personality, she comes up and she strokes the right hand side of your head, just over your forehead, and then gives you like a little kiss, pecks a little kiss on your forehead. And she says, Lauren, I love you. Lauren, I'm very proud of you. She's proud of you because she's talking about the fact that you've shown an awful lot of courage quite recently. She's talking about the fact that you've been really up against it. She's showing me a shield, and she places this shield above your shoulders and above your head. She goes back to back with you, and she says, Lauren, I've got your back. Enough is enough. I feel like you've really had enough of this situation, and I feel like your resilience has been worn out, but you've shown enormous courage. She's given me the hint there of a bit of an accent, and if that accent links into the family, almost like to the countryside. I feel like she's almost playing with me with this accent, sort of links to the countryside, and she's just having some fun. She's giving me this glimpse of her sort of bubbly personality and this warm sense of humour. Most definitely, yes, that's what's happened. That's on my scar. Okay. So thank you again, Lauren, for that confirmation. It's really important to me that I know that this is all still making sense. I obviously trust in spirit, absolutely. I know that she's what she's saying is absolutely true, but I want to make sure I'm with the right person. Yeah, you've had enough of this. She's got your back. She's got this shield over your head, and she's looking to take some of this slack of you because you need to top up your resilience. You need to keep going. And what she wants to do, she wants to see you. She wants to see you smiling a bit more. She wants you to see, okay, because that's lovely. Your smile is infectious, she tells me, Lauren, and she wants to see you infecting other people with that scar. She's looking to provoke that extrovert in you, that extrovert that gets it, okay, with you getting your energy from other people. She feels that she almost needs to release you out to the world to do that. And she's talking about the fact that this sort of sadness around the lockdown and the situation at the moment feels as if you're unable to influence as many people with that infectious smile, but she wants you to smile. Again, thank you for confirmation in Nan's from the countryside. That's lovely, and this is be a great on. Ivan's making too much noise. Ivan, maybe mute your microphone. Okay, Lauren. She's very, very happy with the direction you're going. She was talking about her upwards rising trajectory. She just says you need me to take a bit of this hit for you, top up your resilience, keep on keeping on. She calls you my love. Keep on keeping on, my love. She gives you this kiss. Very, very proud of you. You've shown great courage in this situation. Thank you for thank you for being so special to me. You were very special to me, and I appreciated what you did when I died. You said a prayer or a poem or something for me. Thank you for doing that, she said, my love. Thank you for doing that, my love. She's almost, I know with this little links to Sussex, she's really sort of trying to play, because I get this sense that she likes having a bit of fun. She's wanting a bit more upliftment. And she's like, it's okay, you have a go. She said, you have a stab at the accent. As I can hear this. Yeah, well done, my love. And that's as far as I'm going to go. But okay, you're not having a great time due to the circumstances. She gets that, and I'm sorry to hear that, Lauren. But take her love, take mine. Know that she's around you, as is the family. Enormously proud of you. They're going to take a bit of this hit and a bit of the sting so you can top up resilience. Point forward and keep on keeping on. Thank you, Lauren. That was your message. Oh, my goodness, you did her funeral. Okay. Well, she was listening very much from that side. She said she had a good view and a good seat. Again, just that lovely, warm sense of personality. Thank you, Lauren. That was your message. Okay. Hi, Dina. Doyle? If you are joining us for the first time, please do think about making Spiritual Productions page. Bookmark that, follow and like the page. Richard in the studio is doing enormous work. I really feel he's an ambassador for spiritualism at the moment, connecting us mediums with you and your loved ones all over the world. It's far more than a hobby. I say hobby because it's an unpaid job, but Richard's doing a brilliant job. So please do like his page. If you do have any money you wish to contribute towards the channel and the upkeep of that, then that would be very welcome, I'm sure, as well. He has a little PayPal site there, and you can donate, I think, £1 and become a very important patron of the channel. And I know that lots of Richard's team, many of his readers and tarot card readers, they'll often do nights and Zoom nights specifically for the very important patrons. And there's pretty much something on, Richard, every day, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. You've got a medium or a reader or something going on, meditations. So there's all sorts and stuff going on. So yeah, subscribe on YouTube, sign up for the notifications, find out when people are going live, like the page on Facebook as well. And if you're in the mood for liking pages, please like our page, Ash Robinson, Spiritualist Medium, and Ivan Lee Medium. Ivan's available, as am I, for Skype readings, over the phone during this time and afterwards, as well as down in our church in Wimbledon, or readings over the phone. So there's opportunities to do that. And I'm now going to get ready to bring in my next communicator. Hi, Jojo. Hi, Terry. I've got a man here communicating with me, and I've got a George or Jeffrey. He's given me this name, George or I should, for those that don't know, I've got a 5-year-old, Ethan, and I'm doing phonetics with Ethan, lots of spelling out of letters. And the way my communicators work for me is they work with my principal guide, a guy called Bob, and it's like a waiting room. And what they do is access my mind's eye. So everything that I see or hear or smell, it's all coming in through the mind's eye. And very quickly they'll access my own memories. So because I'm doing so many phonetics at the moment, I know I sound quite silly, but I often do a lot of spelling of the letters. So I've got a j, and it's either a Juliet or a golf. I think it's more of a Juliet sound, but I feel like I've got more of a George or a Jeffrey with this man as he comes in. As he communicates with me, he's talking about I've had a head or a brain injury. I want to go over towards the right-hand side of his body. Okay, take that away. And it's given me this sensation, but I now know I'm in opposites, and I don't know if I'm either. I feel like I've got slurred speech with him, and I feel that I've had maybe this brain injury, this head injury. It has affected me, almost like a stroke type condition, a bleed or a blood clot or something up there. The letter S for Sierra, for Scott maybe, or Sam. That is the noise I'm hearing. I feel that he also links in with him. February. I know we've just gone out February, March. I feel like I've got an anniversary of February, March. So I'm looking for understand. Hello there, Anita. I'm looking for someone that would understand this man in the spirit world. Is giving me these this name there. I've got a George or a Jeffrey, perhaps. I've got someone with a brain injury, brain tumor. George, my granddad. So that's Dina Doyle. You understand George as your granddad, and he had a brain tumor. And that would have affected his speech. He's talking about affecting my speech. So I'm sort of I'm slurring, and I feel like I'm stuttering. Again, for those people that don't know me, I actually had a stroke. Well, in fact, I've had 2 strokes, and he's given me all the memories of my own stroke, like the symptoms. And he's saying, "Yeah, just like that, just like that." And he's talking about the fact that this brain tumor, I feel like it's limited my life before it has ultimately killed me, and it keeps making me stutter. Actually, he's bringing back the own symptoms of my stroke, and he's trying to give me this sense of his personality. So Tina Carl said had a stroke. Her dad was George. Sorry for the background noise, folks. Okay, the stutter is something which I feel has stayed with him for a while, because I know that we just had Tina come in there, but as I was trying to say Tina, it was like sort of going Tina, Tina, and it's almost like the first letter is particularly relevant to him. He's given me that glimpse of his memory, talking about this life limiting. I wanted the link to Sam, and I think Samantha, she would be alive, but this would be a female. Samantha would be alive. I feel this would be important as well. So I know there was at least two people there. I think there was Tina and someone that was it Dina? Yeah. And there's a name in now. Okay, so I'm looking. You need to accept all of it rather than everything. I know we've had a few things there about the personality. Possibly I'm with you, Tina, because I keep hearing this Tina as a sort of the stutter with the name. But again, that could be me reading that and me giving him a glimpse of his personality. Hertfordshire. I feel I've got linked to Hertfordshire. He's showing me a heart as well. Hertfordshire. I don't know if he's just circling that Hertfordshire. Yeah, I think Hertfordshire is important as a milestone for him as well. Just give it a couple of minutes. I'm looking for someone to accept all of that. If you can still accept all of that, put your hat back into the ring. And I do think I'm going to be with a woman. I'm going to be with a lady here. Okay. So, okay, Tina. So you would understand that. So, and this, I can't remember all the comments. They go quickly. Tina, you would have understood this man family with the brain tumor, and you would have understand he was George, and you also understand Sammy as his granddaughter as well. But and Tina, you are family to him. I think Tina, I'm with you. Sorry, I'm not doing this deliberately now. I feel like it's like a broken record, but he's really referencing that, and I feel that there's he's doing it. Yeah, memory. Take it away, please, friend. Tina, he's having some fun with this. He's giving me this real strong sensation because it's pissed me off. Okay, take that away. Sorry, folks. Sorry for swearing. He's saying this really upset him. This frustrated him. This stuttering, this breaking on the speech, and he's giving it to me, saying, "Yeah, okay, yes." He's saying this really. Okay, yeah, I've sworn I'm not going to swear again. I think my parents are watching. He's saying that this was a real frustration to him. This felt like it was limiting my life, and ultimately there was nothing to do. He's talking about the fact this was almost like a ticking time bomb. And I feel like he's banging the side of his head and just wanted to get rid of it, because ultimately I feel it's deteriorated, and I feel like this has been quite aggressive, but it's been quite slow. It's almost like it's taken a slow strangle of me, and he's talking about being enormously frustrated. But Tina, you were enormously important to him, and he was giving me that memory of the stutter with your name, feeling like I had a frustration, I had a conversation with you, and you just... There's some. I think you either laughed or you smiled, and it just really broke the ice, and it stopped me. It was like I was able to snap out of it and snap out of that noon. And I feel that you've come to see me while I've been aware of this. Yes, he was bad and upsetting. Okay, so he's talking about the fact that he remembers that was a lovely moment. He said, with this lovely moment where you were just able to sort of laugh with me and smile with me, not at me, and it really uplifted the move. I feel that Sammy deserves some credit at the moment. I feel we went up with Mad with Uta. Okay, he's saying that with Sammy, I feel like she deserves a bit of credit and a bit of praise at the moment. I've got this sense of study. I've got this sense of reading, of absorbing, and I feel like I'm wanting to recognise that she's gone above and beyond for this. That she is worthy of some extra praise. My world, daddy girl. Okay. She is really proud of her, and he wants to sort of almost spoil her from in that sense of the recognition. Well done, Tina. Well done. You've done well with her. Would this be your daughter? Then was with him his last breath. Okay, thank you for that confirmation. But you made him smile, Tina. He's saying that in being upset and frustrated with what was going on, that you gave him some confidence, and you gave him something to smile about. you gave me that presence. You held my hand, left hand, and I feel like you've almost squeezed my fingertips. You've squeezed my hand almost quite hard so that I knew you were there. And I feel that, okay, he's talking about the fact that you almost released me. It was like you just said, it's time to go. And he's talking about hearing these words as if you were very, very important to him, almost like you were giving him this ability to drop the anchor. The body was very much a restriction to me. So I was getting fed up with this. And actually, this was a relief. This was a release for me. Thank you for helping me to release, to snip, to cut that umbilical cord, to break away from my body, which was holding me back. He's talking about that, and he's saying, thank you, my girl. Thank you for doing that for me. Thank you for being there for me and helping me. I know that you did everything possible for while I was there. And I'm sorry that you were left lumbered. I'm sorry, he said. I'm sorry you were lumbered with so much to do after I passed. Still sorting out and other bits to pieces to do you're doing now. I feel like you're still filing or sorting out some of my stuff. But he said, thank you. Thank you for taking that on. He's giving his love to Sammy, and Tina, he's giving his love to you. You'll always be my little girl, is something he says to you there. I love you. And he gives you like a real sort of soppy kiss, like a really exaggerated sort of big kiss as he wraps his arms around you. Tina, that was your message from him. He did, helped him enormously. You're very welcome. My next communicator, as they come through, is I feel like I've got a young lad with me, quite vain, lovely, smashing bloke, really magnetic personality. I'm drawn sort of instantly into him. He's got some real charm. He's got some real charisma. But he said I was messed up. I had a lot going on up there on my nut. I had a lot going up there on my nut. Okay, this is what he's saying. It's a young man, teenage years. I feel like I've got late teens with him. It was me. He said it was me. I'd take responsibility. It was me. It's my fault. I'm dead because of me. It's my fault. My lifestyle. Could only roll the dice so many times. Could only roll the dice so many times. I made the decision. I was there and I shouldn't have been there. And I've been killed. Okay, so I've got this young lad, Danny, Dad. And if I've got Dad, or whatever Dad was here, I'm here at Dad, Danny. Okay, thank you, Amber. Your friend Trevor got in a car accident when he was 17. Let me ask you about this. Okay. Little smell of booze. Smellers. Thank you for the feedback, Tina. He was drinking. I was drinking. We've been drinking. Okay, so alcohol was involved in the circumstances of my death. You can relate. That's Rebecca. You can relate to a Daniel or a Danny. I need you to understand the rest. And this would be the... If you can relate to Daniel or Danny, I need you to understand this communicator, this teenager taking responsibility for his death, being in the wrong place at the wrong time. I've got alcohol involved. I'm with someone. Multiple injuries, you said. I'm looking at... I'm just going to paraphrase him. I'm looking at myself, man. I'm injured all over my body, man, he said. Okay. Rebecca's taken it. Was drunk, caused his own death. Okay. Rebecca, I think it was you that previously accepted something. I know. Yes, I know her. That's her. He's saying that's her. You knew then. You knew. He said you knew that I weren't all right up there all the time. I'm just going to cough. Okay, Rebecca, I'm going to work with you. I know her. That's her. That's my girl. It's like we're tight. I'm tight. This is very much his personality that's coming through. Well, I'm a South London boy from Bitcham. Often talk to my mates like this, but for him, it's almost like I'm dropping the words. You know, I'm the medium. He can use my palette of memories and words. It's like I'm dropping words. Why communicate in big full sentences if you don't have to? But with him, Rebecca, he's taking responsibility. It's really important for him because he's talking about. He said, people were saying I was killed. He said, but I take responsibility for it. I died. I was there. My decision to get in the car. In fact, I encouraged it. I don't know if I was smoking. I don't know if I was going out for something. I don't know if I either rolled my own tobacco or some of those funny cigarettes, perhaps. But I've got like Rizzler papers. I don't know if I'm going out for. I was going out for something. I felt like I was dragging someone out, taking me out. I feel like I was on an errand or a run. But I take responsibility for it. I knew better, and I feel that I take responsibility for this in the same way that they take responsibility for the driving. Injured all over, and I feel that bang! I feel like I've had a big collision. Something. So I've hit my head really hard. So ouch! I hit my head hard, but it was just like the rest of my body was obliterated. I feel like I've got multiple injuries, and it's sort of mesmerised and blown away for this. And Rebecca, as I'm talking, please continue to give us verification that these things still make absolute sense to you. I threw it away my life. I understand that. I just didn't know where I was going. I knew what I was doing and where I was going at that very moment. So really important that he takes responsibility for that, because he says, you know what, I'm absolutely fine now. I feel like I don't have those problems. My head is clear all of the time for the first time in my life. But I recognise the impact of what I left behind. Yeah, he wasn't driving. You can relate to all of that. Okay, yeah, he said he wasn't driving. He's taking responsibility, though, for the decisions. Thank you, Rebecca. And he's just saying, I'm absolutely fine now. And I know that the impact of me dying has left that kind of, he's calling it a tsunami wave. It was like people were kind of sucked away and felt low. And then there was the aftermath as the sort of wave hit. And I feel like there's been these waves and waves of emotion. But it's important that people know I didn't die there. My body did. I'm very much around. I'm very much here. And my life continues after what happened there. And I'm actually in a better place. I'm not in a rush to come back as much as I was enjoying some of the moments in my life. I feel that what I've experienced in my life is irrelevant now as a foundation to the next chapters in my life. And as I do this from heaven, Rebecca, I'm around you and I'm around my family, particularly my mum, and I don't know if I've got a younger sibling here that I'm sort of watching out from, keeping a good watching eye on them. But Rebecca, I know that you like me. Well, I was really fond of you. But this real sense of love. He puts his hand on his arm. I felt like, I felt for you. You're very fond of you. And he's saying, I love you, mate. I love you, mate. You lit a candle for me. You lit a candle. I don't know if it was my birthday. It was just gone. There's something you did. It's almost like a ritual. He's saying, it's like you lit this candle for me. Thank you for remembering me. And I love it. I love it when people talk about me, particularly as if I'm around and I'm listening, because I am, and I'm earwigging on those conversations. I can be almost anywhere I want when it's appropriate. Rebecca, I feel like I want to sort of charge you with continuing to tell people about that, to tell them that you spoke to me tonight. That I continue. My life continues after what happened, the death of my body. I'm very much around. My personality is there. And I feel like I'm having a smoke, I'm having a drink, I'm having a bit of a chill. This is all quite cool, he says, all quite exciting. And I've really enjoyed reaching out to you. Rebecca, he says, I love you, mate. That was your message. Thank you very much, Rebecca. Okay. So, Ivan.
Yes.
Do you want to have a go at a bit of an experiment?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about the noise, everyone. I was holding the wrong part of the thing. I thought it was the mic. Never mind. And I'll show you why I was making a noise later on. Anyway, right. Yes, what we're trying to do now is link in with the same communicator. I have done this before with different mediums. Have you, Ashley?
No.
No, I didn't think so. And but it's usually on a live, a public event. And the only it's two variances with this type of experiment. It either goes very well or it goes very badly. There's no middle road. Right. Ashley, did you want to try? Have you got a communicator at the minute, Ashley?
Yeah, I think I do.
Is it a gentleman?
It is a gentleman.
Right. Crack on then. I might have the same communicator. Do you also get a cancer condition with this fella?
Yeah, got cancerous condition, upper body with this man. He's claiming to be family. I've got family listening. I'm upper body around the neck and the lungs and the chest.
I do also have a James that I need to connect as well, because I do feel like he was here earlier, but he stepped back. I don't know if it's the same one you've got, Ashley, but I want James.
Jim, yeah, I heard Jim as soon as you said James, and I feel like I was known by many as James and Jim. People would people would stick me in their phone as James, but I'll then call me Jim. And then they'd be looking for Jim in their phone and couldn't find me because I was James. So he's given me this quite cheeky personality. And he said, I still always said, this is my number, I'm James, but people still called me Jim. And he's given me that reference. People often recorded him down as James, but Jim.
Right. I was about to say Jack. I'm not sure. I'm going to carry a September connection. I've got a very strong September birthday connection.
Yeah, I see middle of September as well. 15, around 15th of September, middle of September.
Well, I didn't want to say nothing, but I've got the 18th, but we'll leave that there. It's probably the 17th. And this gentleman, as he connects in, he's quite a lively fella, isn't he? He is quite an easy, amiable, quite easy going, bit loud when, he's, I don't know if the word's overexcited, but you can get overexcited sometimes.
Yeah, eccentric. I sort of get this glimpse of his personality. Yeah. A little bit larger than life in the room at times. Yeah,
okay. It all needs to go together. I do feel like we've got the same person, but I also, if it is the Jim with the cancer condition that's passed, I also want the mother that's passed as well, not his mother, the mother of whoever we need to connect with. Right. Now, the problem is we both know Rose. Hang on a minute. Right. To Jim, I want the James. It's Dad. It's Dad. Would that be Dad? I want Dad.
Yeah, right. Reunited again. I feel like I've had a relatively close passing.
Yeah, and I've also got with Mum. Dad thought he ruled the roost, but he didn't. It was Mum that ruled the roost. And because how can I say this? Right? He was an angel when he. I don't mean he was a horrible fella, but he's a bit of a. I don't know if I want wheeler or dealer, but he's he's what I call a normal fella. Can't he? I don't understand. All right. I'm not sure which. Has Amy's mum passed as well? Right. I didn't feel it was for you, Rose, but thanks. But I do feel like, was that Amy? Right. And is there also a March connection as well? Quite strong connection with March. Did I say March, Ashley?
Yeah.
Right. Go on then, Ash. Off you go.
Well, I've got daffodils, and I feel like I've got with that March. I feel like this is possibly a celebration of my life. I feel like I've got sort of daffodils coming out as a sort of as a memory, as a milestone of my anniversary, as a sort of celebration of my life. Amy saying she can take all of this as well.
Good. And there's also some, I don't know if it's Amy, but I'm going down my leg, so I've got I don't know if it's the side of the right knee. Have you got a little scar, or did you get that, Ash?
It's strange. You can't see me. You don't know if I'm fiddling with myself, but I promise you I'm not. I was touching the right side of my knee.
Yeah, because she's going down the right side of the knee, and I don't know but I want someone on the earth plane who's got that scar.
Yeah, I feel there's like a ligament problem. I feel like I've had something that has now affected my hamstrings, and they're quite tight. They're compensating, but I feel like I've had some ligaments or some cartilage damage around that right knee. I feel like my kneecap was almost loose with that. March is Jim's passing. That's Amy confirming that March anniversary passing. Thank you, Amy.
Was it early March? I keep getting 3 or 4, and I know there's not a 34th in the March, but I don't know if I want. It's probably the 7th, 3 and 4. But I've got early March, unless there's another one in March, and I've also got it's a watch. It must be like this watch. That's sort of nothing expensive, but I got a watch that someone must have at Jim's, because he just highlighted this watch on my wrist as though someone's got that on the earth plane. You're like DJ there, Ash, doing all that.
Yes, listening. Yeah, he's talking about the jury because he's saying that I feel like there was he's saying free for all. It's almost like people wanting to get bits of me, bits of my memorabilia. This stuff wasn't worth a lot, but he's talking about this. It's going to sound really strange. He's like, smell like me. It's almost like I've got this scent with him. You have a scar on your knee. Thank you, Amy, for that confirmation.
I just got someone singing to me. I don't know if he was a fan, but no income tax, no VAT. That sort of the Fools and Horses type song. So I want that sort of environment, if you like. Seventh is the 7th, right? Okay.
I do think we're with Amy.
Yeah, it is Amy. It's Amy. It's Amy, because it was a 7. I know I joked about a 3 and the 4, and then I went 7. So because this gentleman's not an easy. He's a good communicator, but he likes to make you sing for your supper, as though he's sort of playing around with it a little bit. So I've got to go around the houses to get to a point. Yeah. Do you get that as well, Ash?
Yeah, absolutely. It's almost like, call yourself a medium, prove it. Come on, prove it. Tell him my story. Lovely personality, quite bullshy, but quite charming. Gobby and charming.
I don't know if there's also an Alfred or an Arthur that would connect in the family as well. I kept getting. Yeah, that'd do me then. I'm not going to sing it. I'm not that good. Watch me on Britain's Got Talent tomorrow. I'll have a sing along then. Not really. Okay. And it's a weird one. It's like I'm not sure if I'm hearing Albert, Albie, Arthur, Alf. Is that sort of nickname type thing? Anyway.
Yeah, Alf. Say hello. I feel like Alf is possibly alive. Like, hello, Alf. Say hello, Alf.
That sort of. Yeah. All right, Albie. How you doing, mate? You all right? No, we're with Amy. Definitely. Sorry, Denise. Sorry, Denise, but it's definitely with this person. But don't dismiss it. The message could be for you. The only sort of message I'm getting: chin up, love. No, say that again. Chin up, baby girl. Chin up, baby girl. It's weird. It might be Albie, or it's like a weird. I know you're Amy, but did you have a funny nickname for you, Amy? That
Ames.
It's like Albie or I don't know.
Like I'm trying to shorten Amy.
Yeah, no, I do feel like I'm with Amy, definitely. Yeah, and there's also, and it was a comment which was a chin up, baby girl.
Yeah, there's a few communicators I think lining up, and possibly other people can take other bits of that. But Amy is also saying, when he was talking about his watch, if you've got a pair of his glasses, you don't even need glasses. But I feel like I've kept a pair of glasses in a glasses case, and he's just laughing about that. And he says, you've got a bit of me in that case. Again, not a particular, nothing special, nothing particularly valuable, but you've got these pair of glasses that have been kept. And I don't know. I felt like he was trying to shorten your name.
Yeah,
I know Amy is already a shortened
funny.
name.
It's a funny sort of
Ames.
Albie. That might be it, because it was like Albie. Right, that'll do me. Definitely for you, Amy. Right, you got anything else with this, Ashley? Because
he's pleased to be. He said, two of you proved it. Well done, boys.
Yeah, you can buy me a pint. All right, then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a lady here, and I've got this name. It's the communicator's reaching out to Deanne. I've got this Denise. Yeah, yes. New communicator. Amy, God bless you. That was your message.
Just have to be a quick one, I think, Ash.
Jim and James. Okay. Denise. Okay, I've got a woman communicating. As this woman communicates to me, she's got a cancerous type condition. Yeah. I've got cancer. I feel like I've had this spread up my body, and I feel like it's almost suffocated my vital organs and sort of spread out. And I feel like I've targeted this. I've tried to target the cancer around my chest, only to discover that it's kind of moved on and it's affected me.
Yeah. Very, very bubbly lady. Whoever it is, it's a very bubbly lady. It's quite weak where I've got it here, but I don't know if she's giving me the feelings of towards the end with a cancer condition, as though it's just sort of, you do get weak. But she's sort of highlighting that. But she's a very bubbly, very outgoing lady who's quite just wants to really simply come in and give whoever I need to talk to a daughter. Just
mum, yeah,
mum. Wrap my arms around her.
Daughter Denise.
Yeah, I've got to wrap my arms around her. This should be mum. This should be someone's mum, and I feel like I've got my little girl, my baby girl, Dean's niece. Yeah, something like that. Definitely, and she's very bubbly, very bright, very. The dances a lot. Really, sort of. Dina, hello, Dina. Right, Dina, go back to Dina, because it's sort of perked up.
Yeah. Your mum, cancer. You understand this woman.
All I'm getting with this one, Ashley and Dina, if it is for you, it's just want to put an arm around you, give you a bit of support. We're all going through difficult, tough times, but giving you a bit of support as well. And I've also got, I don't know if it's George or there's a letter that connects with George. It's weird. I've just got that George connection as well, and she talked very fast, but it's just simply hello, cuddles for everyone. That's all I've got on that one.
Yeah, lots of love. You asked if I'm all right. Yep, I'm okay, darling. Here's a kiss from mum.
Yeah.
Okay. Dina, that was your message from your mum. You understand the cancer twice. Thanks for the verification. Yeah, you've asked her to come and prove herself. She's turned up and given you a kiss live on Facebook. There we go. Dina, that was your message. Now, I know we started a little bit late as such, but probably, Rich, if you're happy, we could still do probably 4 or 5 minutes, a couple of quick questions where people could ask. Yeah, I'm still happy. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for
thank you very much. Yeah.
Participating in this wonderful experiment of online mediumship with Unique Ivan Lee, and me, Mr. Ashley Robinson. Last 5-10 minutes of the evening, then, what we did say is you could ask us some questions. Now, it could be a question about a life if you want to ask Ivan how he got started in spiritualism, or what made him get up on platform or shave off all of his hair. It could be a question that you've been meaning to ask about sort of spiritualist philosophy, something like that. So, Richard, just bring up a couple of questions in no sort of particular order, but as we see them on the screen, we'll have a go at asking. And if you're not fussed to answer it, just put the question. If you particularly want Ivan or me to say something, then we will.
Ashley. Ashley's more articulate than I am.
Any questions come up, Rich? Yeah, I'm particularly in favour of a bourbon from Kentucky.
Yeah, no, I think what she means, can you, if they're non-English, when they come forward, can you understand them? I'm pretty sure that's what you mean. Yes, you can, simply because the reason we have the language barriers on the earth plane is because we're in different countries. Heaven side, there's no different countries. And they will communicate in a way that we would understand. I'm not saying they would speak perfect English, but they would give it to us in a way we would understand.
Absolutely. So, when my grandfather took spiritualism out to Japan for about 15 years ago, it was one of the questions they were asked repeatedly. They did use an interpreter so that the audience could understand the mediums, but there's no barriers with spirits. We on Earth we've created that language barrier.
Yeah. Hope that answers your question.
How can you open your third eye? In theory, it's there already. It's like saying, how can I tune in, football and watch the Chelsea match? How can I listen to Capital Radio? It's all about finding the right frequency and learning how to go back to it once you've found that place. But a little bit of practice, a little bit of opportunity to sit down and think about it. But in theory, your third eye is where you store things like your shopping list or your partner's birthday. And I find that in order for me to actually use the third eye when I'm communicating with spirit, I need to get rid of all the other rubbish that I've got up there, like my, all the different jobs and stuff I've got to do. So I think about my third eye as a blank canvas. I clear all the jobs I've got to do there. I throw them back to the universe. And then once that canvas is clear, spirit can start to influence it. Ivan, I don't know if you've got anything else to add to that.
No, that's bad. It's just basically quietening yourself, and it's just like it's that old saying: "How do I get to Carnegie Hall?" Practice. And it's just like meditation. Find a very good circle or reputable circle, development circle. Sit in that, and it develops that way.
Absolutely. And I do believe that your intuition, your instinct, your third eye, all of those things can work in pretty good harmony. So it's about getting that all right too. So when you pass over as a child, do you stay as a child?
That's a good question.
Want me to start? And
I can start. Well, as far as I am aware, because I can only base it on how doing this job as a medium with communicating with them. They would come forward as a child if you was doing it in a message, simply because you would know them as a child. How different it is on heaven's side of life, I'll let you know when I get there, but not too soon. But it's like they will present them as a child, so that the recipient would know they're a child. And you got to remember, we don't have as such physical form over there, so there would be no sort of age barrier, if you know what I mean. Not that you're passing anywhere, Natalie, if it is to do with you, but it's like when you do go there, you would recognise them as your child once you got on heaven's side. I think that's right. Anything to add, Ash?
Heaven is everything and absolutely anything you need it to be. So heaven's exactly what you want it to be and need it to be when you get there, and it can continue to evolve as they continue to evolve. And although the personality may age and grow with wisdom, only if they want to. If they want to suddenly appear older, thinner, fatter, more beautiful, more ugly, any of that can be possible. But part of them giving evidence of their life after death is to pass evidence of that personality that they had when you knew them.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it.
Any other questions? So, do you see spirits in human form? Will I recognise my loved ones when you reunite?
Yeah. Yes. Basically, yes. No long answer there. That's just a yes. And there was a comment come up. If I just interrupt, Ashley, someone mentioned, I mentioned a couple of names and I moved on. If you could accept, that, that's fine, because doing it this way, as in when you do it in halls and in churches, when you do it in front of a audience, it can happen because other people jump in front, especially, it's more difficult doing it this way than it is when you're actually in front of everybody. It's a lot easier, but this is because you're all there and we can't see you. Not that it matters about seeing you, but it will you might miss certain communication. So whoever that lady was, and if there is a Keith or whatever I said, then you accept it that they're okay. I think that's it. Does that make sense, Ash?
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes the media will portray a spirit as sort of like a ghost inside a big sheet. That's often someone that died changing their bed, and they're doomed to stay in limbo inside their bed covers for the rest of eternity. No, I'm joking. I think that spirits present themselves in exactly any way we need to recognise them. And of course, if you knew them just before they died, then they're going to give you that glimpse of personality. If you knew them 20 years ago, then they might give you a glimpse of that personality you did from 20 years ago. Okay. So Ollie Blasey, play rugby with Ollie. Fantastic guy, great personal trainer and upcoming amateur wrestler. We'll finish with that question, folks, to allow you to go home. But Ollie's asking about booking in one-to-one sessions, and absolutely you can do that with Ivan, with me, and almost all of the other mediums that work on the Spiritual Productions channel. If you go to Ivan's website, Ivan Lee Medium, or his website's on Facebook, Ivan Lee Medium, you can go onto his website, send him an email to book a Skype reading or a telephone reading. You can do that directly with Facebook with me as well. On Facebook, Ivan's actually not a member of the Facebook community. He has this useless webmaster that sits behind the screen trying to coordinate the messages.
Ashley does it for me.
Yeah. So you can contact him on Facebook. What I'll do is redirect you to his website. So Ivan Lee Medium to book a one-to-one Ivan, or visit me on Facebook, Ash Robinson Medium. And so there are lots of good mediums on this channel, as well as at Wimbledon Spiritualist Church. Yeah. If you visit that page, LAD Promotions, we've got a host of people we recommend that can help you.
And also, before we do finish, sorry about the noise earlier, but I was holding the wrong bit of the thing. I thought it was the mic. It wasn't, because I was getting myself, especially for today and for everyone out there, it's VE Day, a little brandy. And this is for your loved ones here, your loved ones there. God bless and stay safe, everybody. Thank you.
All our friends and family, seen and unseen, thank you for joining us tonight. Please like the pages. If you have time and you've had a message today, please leave a review on Ivan's Facebook page or mine. Good luck. God bless. Happy VE Day. Stay safe.
Stay safe. God bless.